And as I was this morning, I didn't know that the first day would be the first day. When I came up with the talk for the first day, it was really about the whole idea of it's time to go back to school. And so I thought I would do a whole month series on ideas that were inspired by the idea of going back to school. And the first one came to me was the first day, and how excited. Is this working for you guys okay? Okay, good. Because sometimes there's a monitor, I can hear myself a lot, and sometimes not, but that's good. I'll just stand right here so I don't have to worry about it. So this idea of the first day of school, I had a lot of first days. We moved so much. I went to 4 elementary schools, 3 junior high schools, and 3 high schools. Now, you're only in junior high school for 2 years. So, figure it out. So I was the new kid a lot going to school. And the first day was, on those years when I was returning to a school I'd been to before, it's a lot of excitement because, oh my God, I'm going to see my friends and get back to folks I hadn't seen all summer and all that kind of stuff. And I'd meet new people like I used to be, because I was always good to the new kid because I knew what that was all about, right? So the first day of school was very exciting, very exciting. Now, though, I'm kind of, what happened that school started in August? What happened to September being the start of school after Labor Day, right? Money. Yeah, money has a lot. Money does a lot of those things, right? And then was talking with Peter and Mary. Mary was the board president when the selection committee went out, and she led you guys in the selection process, and that's how I ended up coming here. And she reminded me that actually I signed the letter of call to be here on September 1st. I started 2 weeks later, but on September 1st. So this is actually the first day, right? 4 years ago. Man, time goes zing, right? But the other idea about the first day is it's day one. It's a fresh canvas that we can paint whatever you want on it. And every day is the first day. Every day of our life is day one. Every day we wake up with a blank canvas that we get to paint whatever we want. But unfortunately for many of us, that day begins with reaching over to the nightstand and taking all of yesterday's stuff and shoving it back in your pocket. Literally, you take your wallet and your rings and your jewelry, all that stuff from yesterday, boom, you put it back on, and now you're carrying yesterday into the new day. Fortunately, Science of Mind principles give us a way to move beyond that, to understand that everywhere we go, it's always available to us day one. I've been reading this psychologist, and she wrote in one of her books, she says that our lives and loves can suffocate from sameness. We wake up in the same bed, walk through the same rooms, live the same lives. Sameness is like a death to our experience of life itself. But there is this power, there is this presence, this infinite intelligence, and the science of mind is so good in helping us to understand that. We got a great teaching that works us through the process of moving into our greater yet to be. It has this understanding of what that love is the divine givingness. It's always giving. And another thing about back September in a lot of centers, they teach the first 4 chapters of the Science Mind textbook. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to talk a little bit about our basics today, about how love is the impulsion that moves the universe, that moves life. And there's this thing called the law that points the way. The love is spontaneous. It's available to everyone. It's open. It opens us up. Love totally opens us up. Hearing that song this morning, hearing what Jason was talking about, feeling that love chant that we did. Did you feel just the opening that took place in our hearts as a result of that? It almost brought me to tears. So that's the power of love, that it directs, it points, it guides us to our higher level of life itself. And that's what the science mind teaches us, that there is this powerful thing called love that will always succeed in bringing us the best opportunity that life can possibly bring to us. And then there is the law. The law. It's impersonal. It's accepting. It's willing. Rob laid it out so wonderfully last week when he was there. Rob, that was awesome last week. Thank you so much for your talk. But that law that he talked about that Troy was so much involved with, it's this impersonal thing that will always guide us and direct us into making what's happening. It's the willing. It's what makes things possible. It's the plastic of the universe. It's the substance unformed, waiting for our conscious attraction, our conscious direction to then form into what it's going to be. Dr. Holmes says in the Science of Mind textbook that we can never completely fathom this infinite mind. We shall always be discovering new lands. Now, those new lands are not necessarily, new lands, like literally physical lands, finding new places to go. We all love that. But also finding new mental landscapes. Whether it's a mental landscape experience or a physical experience, that's the journey, that's the joy that we get to participate in. See, this infinite presence that works as love through law is filling all the molds of our life, all the molds of our consciousness, and it's forever flowing into that good experience. It's part of the upward spiral of life. Life is continually moving higher and higher to new levels of understanding. And the discomfort that we're feeling in our world today is clearly the knock, knock, knock on the evolution of the next way of being on the planet. There's so many good things happening. But because we have become so electronically small, it has magnified the negative things. It's magnified the negative things to call our attention to what's left to be done. A lot of good is being done. I talked about this a couple months back. Over 1,000 people leave the lowest levels of poverty every day in the world because there's more prosperity and abundance being felt. More people are getting water. More people are getting electricity. More people are getting educated. More people are getting connected through the World Wide Web than have ever been connected before. So things are absolutely changing, but the stuff that's not changing is glaring, calling for our attention. But there is something inherent in us, inherent in our nature, that loves novelty, that loves newness. And so these things that are calling us our attention, that's the sameness. That's walking in the same room, waking up in the same bed, living the same life, and the universe is saying, enough of the sameness. I like novelty. I like new stuff. That's why I never make a snowflake the same way. That's why everybody's fingerprints are absolutely different. That's why everybody's child is absolutely different. Dr. Holmes says that within us is the unborn possibility of limitlessness. Ours is the privilege of giving birth to it. See, it's in us, this idea of more, and this country has been so founded on the idea of more, but we've kind of lost our direction on more. We've had so much physical moreness that we think that more means that. But more means everything. It means more joy, more peace, more harmony, more safety, more security, more possibility, It means more, means all the intangibles as well as the tangibles. It means exploring not just new lands, like they're having in Greenland because so much ice is melting, there's a lot of new land there. But it also means exploring new ways of being. We love the new. I just got a new car. I love new car smell. Love that. Got in the car the other day, I was like, it's fading. Oh no, is it not new anymore? No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Hey, the sad thing about new car smell is it's in there because there's a lot of nasty chemicals in your car when they make it. But anyway, let's stay here. Come back, Steve. But like vacation. Isn't vacation exciting? What's vacation so exciting about vacation? Taking a tour, going to new places, seeing new things. Isn't that right, Sherry? Isn't that right, John? I'm telling you because they just came back from aloha hey. No, I will not. Newness. I think that's why Amazon is so freaking popular. I think that's what they figured out. We love Christmas. So every day, a new package arrives on your doorstep, and you get to unwrap it. What's new? You ordered it. You know what it is. But still, what's new? We love new, right? Take a look. Who has not seen the newest grandbabies or newest grandbabies to be in the center yet? Just ask. They will be happy to show you the pictures of them. You know, because grandbabies are exciting because they're new. We love this new stuff. And ours is the privilege of giving birth to what is new in life, what is new in experience, what is new in our experience, and how we can move away from sameness. This is the first day, folks, day one of moving into that experience. See, ours is the prerogative, but we must build in the belief. The prayer song was so powerful because it opens us up to understanding that there's a grace. There's a grace in the power of prayer. There's a relaxation in the power of prayer. But there's also a faith and a belief and a practice. That's why it's called scientific mind treatment. See, it's a method. And when we use that method, we build belief and we build our acceptance of the truth and the acceptance of the power of moving into that belief. Dr. Holmes says that one of the great difficulties in the new order of thought, and the new order of thought is new thought, the way we're thinking about the world, the way we think about prayer, the way we think about the law of attraction, the way we think about the mental process. That's the new order of thought. It's not superstitious. There's purpose to it. There's a direction to it. There's directiveness and purposeness in what we do. This great difficulty, though, is that we are too likely to indulge in the theory and too little of the practice. It's so easy to talk about. We come to our classes, we theorize, we philosophize, then we go home and tell the driver next to us that they're number one. No, we forget. We forget to put this stuff into practice, to move, to treat and to move our feet. And it's happening. Scientists are doing it all the time. Scientists are using existing laws. See, everything we're trying to do, it's already existing. It's already there. Electricity was around forever. Ask the caveman. That's why he ran into the cave. The lightning bolt struck the tree, boom, and burst into fire. He ran into the cave for safety. Then he peeked out, and the tree was still on fire. He said, well, let me pick this thing up. Hey, that's pretty cool. I can cook something with it. So we're always looking at things, and it's all existing, and then we try to figure out how to use it. That's our privilege. We get to take what's already there, because it's infinite. So everything's already there, and we get to figure out new ways to use it. Done with the sameness. I want some new ways. I want to find how to newly utilize what's already present. Man, and it's been happening. This year alone, okay, in I think it was like in February of this year, they figured out how to make a terabyte flash drive. 1 terabyte. I can't even calculate how much that is. All I know is I can put all of my music on it, all of Johanna's music on it, and all of your music on it, and I still got room left for all my pictures. That's a lot of room, right? Then, that was just like in February. By May, they'd come up with a 2 terabyte. 2 terabytes on a little thumb thing. No mechanical moving parts to break down. How many of you had that? I had all of my music on a backup drive, right? My main drive failed and my backup failed, lost all my music. Not with this electronic new thumb drive thing. It doesn't work like that. There's no moving parts. It's just magic. That's what scientists are doing. They figured out how to make magic.
I do that with my karaoke business.
See? There you go. There you go. At the University of Buffalo. University of Buffalo! You know how many people make fun of Buffalo? University of Buffalo, they figured out how to cool a building down by 20 degrees without using electricity. They came up with this device, huh? They open the doors. Yeah. Boom, 1 for Cheryl. All right. That's great. But what they did is, and I don't know, this is like crazy. They figured out how to use some kind of aluminum foil polymer kind of a thing, and that attracts the heat. It literally, guys, pulls the heat, and then on the other side of it, it releases the cool air. So it's cooling buildings down without air conditioning. Now, they just did it in a little small experiment, but they figured that out. That's all. That process has already been there. It's been around forever, but they figured out how to use it. In Norway, they figured out something Johanna's been experiencing for weeks now. I see her. I come home and the counter between our kitchen and our dining area. You got the high counter there. It's just covered in papers. What's going on here? Well, she's working there all day because she figures that it feels better to stand up. In Norway, they've discovered that not only is it better for you, it leads to a longer life. Those of you who sit at work, stand up. Get one of those stand-up desks if you can. Tell your boss you need it. Right? It's a health plan. He can take some money off his taxes probably if he gets them for you. And if you're standing, you will live longer. The scientists figure that out. Now, we've known that. We know that exercise is what we need to do, but they figure that stuff out. Carnegie Mellon has got an artificial intelligence device that just beat the best Texas Hold'em poker players in the world. AI. AI is better at poker than the best poker players playing Texas Hold'em. This stuff is amazing what's going on. And then there's all the accidents. Post-its, they were an accident. Right? Velcro, that was designed for a process for the Army in World War II, and they decided they didn't like it, and now it's great for all of us who don't want to know how to tie our shoes, right? Velcro works, and what's the other one? There's another. Rubber was? Teflon was one of those. Oh, WD-40. WD-40 was used for silicon cleaning the silicon chips when they were making the silicon chips, and then somebody says, oh, this stuff's pretty slippery, right? And now we use it for door squeaks instead of cleaning silicon chips. And it works, So all that stuff's already been existing. You don't even know yet what you know about that's already existing that you will change and shift from sameness to novelty. This is the first day. Figure it out. It's coming your way. But it takes taking the first step. These other scientists, this is something I can't even figure out how any of it could do this. They used quantum theory and gravity, and they came up with a formula that will bend time. Now, so this Star Trek warp drive kind of capability, they're coming up with that. This is an amazing world that we're living in. But we must take the step. We must stop theorizing and start putting it into practice. And I talked about a bunch of scientific experiments, but the truth is, it's our everyday life. Our everyday life. We're religious scientists because life is the sweetest experiment ever. And don't ever walk up to me and say life is short. I will immediately tell you no. Life is the longest thing you will do in life. Think about it, right? So. Enjoy the experiment. Enjoy looking at what's around us and what opportunities we have to practice what the universe will clearly reward, and that is novelty. Novelty. Dr. Holmes says, no, this is back to Alex. This is back to Alex who said this. We need to risk taking that first step away from the comfort of home, even to discover and then fulfill our true potential. We must risk taking that first step away from the comfort of home, even to discover and then fulfill our true potential. And we're not talking about, your address. We're talking about the home of consciousness, the habitual thinking process that we all get involved in. Take the step to move away from that, and there's some really simple things you can do because this is the first day of an infinite adventure. Break into your innate adventure selves and liberate yourself from the familiar. Like, if the grocery store is less than a half mile from your house, walk, don't drive. Even if it's hot, Darlene. Even if it's hot. The grocery store is grossly air conditioned. You will be cooled off when you get there. Just go to the produce section and just lean in. And if you wait long enough, the little sprayer things will come on. You'll be fine. If that doesn't work, the ice cream. Just open up the ice cream. You'll be fine. Yeah, right? Here's a really sweet one. And this will break you of the home habit. This will break you of the sameness, and it'll open up your consciousness to other new ideas. These are very simple ones. Just drive down a different street. Take a different route home. Or better yet, a street you've never driven down before. You're like, I've never driven that. If your brain says, I've never driven down that street before, blinker, and then and turn down that street. Take a drive down that way. We have people that come to visit us all the time, and they want to go to Universal, or they want to go to Hollywood Boulevard, and they want to go to the Natural Science Museum, or go see the space shuttle or something like that. And I don't think Johanna and I have done any of those things. So we're like, that's our next thing. We're going to just go to stroll down Hollywood Boulevard. Go do some local sightseeing. We live in Simi Valley. Okay, who has not been to the Reagan Library? Good. That's a good start. Oh, Colin, okay, you're next. You got to go. I'll take you there. Do a little vacation. Here's what I heard about this really interesting. Call a friend and swap a house. Let them come stay at your house. You go stay at their house. Just little simple things to break you from the sameness. Break you from the sameness, you see. People are laughing. No, you're not. It can be. It depends on how good the friendship is. But the point about making every day day one, making every day the first day, is stepping into your newness and finding out just how easy that is to do. You know, we say it is done unto you as you believe, right? That's true, but it's experienced as you do, and as you do on every day, which is the first day, and so it is. So let's do our affirmation, shall we? I know the nature of reality. Love rules through law. That is the lesson. I got an A! All right. This is our healing prayer time, and I'm wondering, okay, that sounds like a plan. I'm going to invite Johanna to come up and do the healing prayer today, all right? Maggie will bring over the prayer box. A microphone for you, my beloved. Now, we're going to do it the same way, right? So we'll all call forth our prayer treatment, and then Johanna will close the prayer out for us. Okay, you're up. I'm going over here. Do you want me to stand with you?
No, we're doing it the same way, and I'm not quite sure what the same way is.
Oh, so no, that's why I said that. So we're all gonna say stuff
before I start,
and
right?
Before you start.
Yes. Okay. I didn't know if that had changed.
No, that way.
Okay.
That way.
All right. Perfect. So let's start with by taking a deep breath. Just close your eyes. That's good. Oh, that feels good. Let's take another one. Just get settled in. And then the prayers that are in your heart, just know that they're being heard. And if you want to speak them out loud right now. You can say names. You can say just in one word what you want, like well-being or prosperity or mortgage paid or whatever it is. So let's go. Patricia and Ellsworth, Jen and Brad, Ria. Knowing that there is only one divine intelligence, one divine consciousness that is pure love. It is of the form of love. It is ever new. It is lavish abundance. It is well-being. It is scintillating energy. And that one consciousness has expressed as all that there is. There truly is not a place where it's not present. It is the only thing that is real. Therefore, it's expressing as each and every person right here. And that's each and every person that is on your heart or that you have thought of or spoken for. It is that pure love expressing. And that pure love gives to its own manifestation. There is no separation. If there's only one, there are not holes we can fall through. No, it is everywhere, so we're all connected. And it's continually giving to itself. There is no miracle, as I want to say, that is too big for it, because it is already it. So right here and right now, I declare that whatever is on one's heart is already fulfilled. The perfect outcome is already happening. Divine love already is manifesting as that. If it is lavish abundance in your own life as personal prosperity for your own use, if it is health, the vibrancy in every cell of your body working, every cell of the body working together in harmony. If it is family relations or friend relations or work relations that are now harmonious and peaceful and inspiring. If it is finding the perfect job, that job has already been waiting for you. The people working with you can't wait for you to come in. If it is the perfect living space, it's already prepared in a way that it's a safe place for you. It's a sanctuary for you. So whatever is on one's heart, I declare right now, I know it in my bones, that it's already done. And that it's coming to fruition so absolutely beautifully. Because that is what the divine is. It's beauty, and it's love, and it's well-being, and it's prosperity, and it's safety, and it's community. So for this, I'm just so grateful. So grateful. And I let it be because I know it's already occurring. And so it is.